So, yeah, little Jack Daniels single barrel before the show. That was nice.
That was nice. It warms you up in a cold night.
She's got legs, and she knows how to move it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I tilted that glass a little bit and I let her run down those legs, I mean, that's a good sign of a good alcohol
legs for
content.
Days. Yeah,
I poured 2 fingers. I had it.
Yeah.
I poured another 2 fingers. I had it. It's different than your average Jack Daniels, but it was nice and smooth. And you ever had that, Dad? You ever try that?
I love Jack Daniels.
But
I don't really.
The single barrel, though.
I've single barrel, double barrel, 6-shot. Are you talking about guns or are you talking about whiskey?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm going for triple barrel.
Did you boys go shooting today? Did you boys go shooting today?
We went shooting today.
Yeah. That's what. Maybe we should talk about
that.
We
went shooting all over town looking for ammo.
Hey, Ryan's out. Ryan's out, everybody. Brother Adam is in. It's they call us the Breeze. Only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go! Oh, yeah, you got to do the tiger cage thing every time I say tiger cage.
You got to do that. Can you do that? Wow. There you go. That's a different one.
Go! Hey, everybody. It's They Call Us the Breeze, episode 23, live from the tiger cage. Wow. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live here in Jungle Parada, only place to have a tiger cage. I think it's only fitting. Exactly. So you're doing a great job already. For those of you who haven't already noticed, that tiger growl is slightly different, a little bit older. Ryan is not here tonight. Brother Adam is filling in. What's up, buddy?
Hey. Yeah, it's good to be back in town. Last time I actually had sausages for you, but today we're doing stuffed chicken for dinner.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I really am. He's stuffing the chicken with the same stuffing that you do your stuffed mushrooms with, which is
so it's the cream cheese, spicy sausage, some breadcrumbs, parsley, basil, some minced garlic, and
he always has
cheese.
to sneak sausage somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, last time we talked to him, he was up there in West Virginia, and he was playing with Chris's sausage.
We should start calling him Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you back, special guest host, because Ryan is out, and I wonder why Ryan is out. Ryan's got COVID. Yeah, that's right. So, he's quarantining himself at home. He might miss Christmas over this one. Never mind. Christmas has already happened. What am I saying? You got to keep up the curtain. What did I say? Come on, James.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz.
Help me out, buddy. But yeah, so it's episode 23. We're going to have a great time tonight. Brother Adam is filling in as guest host.
You meant to say this is our Christmas show, pre-Christmas show.
Yeah, this is actually our pre-New Year's show at this point.
And because
you're going to get this
holiday show. You want Christmas and New Year's. No, we don't say holiday.
They'll get the show on the 7th, I believe. So yeah, it'll be after Christmas. But we got a big show anyway. Adam is here. We're going to ask him how he's been. I'm going to dig a little deeper because the last time we had Brother Adam on, I had a whole lot of questions. I kind of wanted to interview him, and then the night just kind of got away from us because there was 4 of us here. But since we only have 3 of us here tonight, we're going to talk about what it took to become a seaman.
A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
A lot of ins and a lot of outs.
Yep.
There it is.
I can tell you exactly what it took. But.
That's what she said.
Yeah, so we're going to dig in a little further with Brother Adam as far as, what was that like, becoming a part of the U.S. Navy, the first boot camp, the first few months, being on a boat, being with these guys, I'm sure it might be erotic. It might get a little erotic. It might get kind of romantic. And I'm here for it. We're gonna listen to it. Also, we have the mailbag for Dad tonight. We're gonna try to come up with a little bit of a call to Ryan to see how he's doing. Check in with him, make sure he's not dead yet, or at least just wasted off his ass. He's probably drunk. Drunk. Let's be real. And then, of course, celebrity birthdays. This one was tough tonight, so it's a good thing that Ryan's not here. It's not going to go towards the official score. It's going to be a one-off game. Adam last time helped out Dad and Ryan. He was their lifeline twice. They each got to pick him twice. Well, now we're going to pit Dad against Adam fair and square and see what happens there. So, yeah, guys. So how you guys been? Everybody good?
Future's now,
great,
old
great,
man.
great.
Get ready for it.
We're all feeling right. We're all feeling okay, right? You took your test.
These birthdays are all going to be sports legends. So,
oh,
good
you
luck.
think so, huh? You think so?
Oh, I was just saying that so I could scare him.
So, how's your week been, man? You good?
Pretty good.
Feeling
Pretty good.
okay? Feeling okay?
I'm feeling great. Took a test myself this morning. I'm
Good.
negative.
Good.
Not feeling negative. Feeling great.
All right. Adam,
Feeling
how you been?
positive. Tested negative.
I'm good. Back at the tiger cage. That's really good. See the mom, Jeremy and Ryan and everything. Ryan for like a night and then an hour in the morning, and then he's like, "All right, I got to roll." I'm like,
Yeah. Did you guys sanitize
Yeah,
the
we don't-
doorknobs?
Yeah, we
after he
did.
left?
And
No.
we don't. We allow people on the show live every now and then. If you get asked back a second time, that's pretty special.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
we're-
Yeah. Benson's
pretty
the
picky.
only Benson's the only repeat so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's almost becoming a regular stand-in.
Well, Benson's going to have his sportscast. I've told you listeners out there, it's coming up. It probably will be coming up after the holiday season. We're going to get that started. So make sure you stay tuned for that, definitely. But
that'd
yeah,
be nice.
Adam, I mean, you've been. Is everything still going well up in Virginia?
Yeah, Virginia's good. I mean, the weather needs to figure out what it's trying to do because
Same here, though.
Yeah, same here. Because one day it'll be 30 in the morning when I get up, and the next day it'll be like 60, and then the next day it'll be like 80 when I get off of work. So it's like kind of.
So are you at the age like I am, where you're laying in bed, right? Well, I mean, I'm a smoker, so the first thing I do when I wake up, I go out for a cigarette. You're laying in bed, you check the weather before you even get out of bed, just to see like what you need to put on before you even walk out of the bedroom.
So the great thing about the military is you're wearing the same thing every single day. So you don't really have a choice on
A
what.
lot of wiggle room there, apparently.
So it's like, okay, will I be wearing my jacket today with my black leather gloves that I'm only allowed to wear, or will I be wearing long johns, which I need to go purchase?
So, I mean, wait, so like what if you're in the Navy and you're kind of like up towards like Seattle or something like that where a much colder gear is required? Can you even out of pocket for no reason just to be funny, like dress in a parka someday?
So you have the new jacket is kind of a parka thing. It's all black, and then it's got your liner, which is just an overcoat fleece, goes in the parka to make it a heftier jacket, and then anything other than that, you're gonna have to pay out of pocket for, like your long johns and your wool socks and all that jazz. But I mean, the Navy gives you a certain amount of money every 6 months for specifically that stuff.
Well, that's very nice of them. Yeah. And very nice of us, I mean.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I paid
Of
for it
all
too.
of us.
Taxpayers.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you
You
tonight,
work
man.
for
We're gonna-
me.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
I work for myself.
Yeah,
I still pay
absolutely.
taxes.
I lost my ass the other day on my birthday.
Really?
Yeah. Like we said, it was my birthday this past Sunday. As we're recording this right now, it's actually Thursday. So yeah, I had my 36th birthday. It was a really nice, really good time. I had a lot of fun. Came over here, woke up about 11 to get here to the tiger cage by noon, and then mom and dad and we all went to the Hard Rock, and I brought like $350 with me, and then $50 for drinking beers or whatever. Didn't drink a whole lot of beers, but definitely had an empty wallet when I came home. I kind of lost my ass. I mean, played some slots, played some roulette, had a good time, had a great time. Mom and dad did well. Dad went up. Dad put in like $20, I think, on a slot. I swear he went up to like $98. He cashed out that ticket. 94, 98, something like that.
I don't remember grabbing the ticket.
Yeah, no, you know who grabbed it? Our co-producer, Mom Rechek, she grabbed that ticket. And then she put the ticket in a machine. She got up to like 190. So you guys were having quite the day. I was, however, just losing my ass perpetually. And here's why. Here's why I thought about it, over the last couple days. Every time I've gone into the casino, anytime I play slots, which I know is a losing man's game, but you can get lucky on some slots. You got to wait for the call. And instead, I was just kind of like, all right, where are we all going? And then we would go like sit down a machine, and if there was a machine next to it, we would sit down. We're kind of just playing as a group. Normally, I'm just going to like close my eyes and blindly walk to wherever that strong vibe is coming from. And then that's where I win my money. So I'm going to blame it on that.
That would be the bar.
Yeah, normally you always win at the bar. You
Yes,
put in
you
your
do.
money,
You win.
and that glass
Hey,
bottle
winner!
comes
Here's
right
a prize.
down. Exactly, you always
Hey,
win.
look, I put my money in and I got a Budweiser.
Everyone gets a prize
Winner every
at the
time.
bar. Exactly.
That's where you got to go then.
Yeah, straight to center bar. I thought, and there was more bars back in the day, but man, they all closed. It's just like one big bar in
Yeah.
the middle. Couldn't. I tried to get Dad a beer when I got a beer, and he's like, you can't do that if there's not two of you standing here, which I understand, but I was like, damn, well, that's a pain in the ass. So
Dad,
Dad's
you got to go get your own beer.
gonna come all the way from the bathroom and find us at a machine, and then we're gonna have to tell him, hey, by the way, I only have one beer here. You got to go all the way back out to the bar, get yourself a beer. By the time he gets back, I need a beer, so I need to go leave and go get myself another beer. It
Saves you money.
was kind of we only bought about 3 beers each. You know,
You're
maybe
walking back and forth, and it keeps you from sitting in a
Yeah.
machine, so it
Yeah,
saves you money.
It was annoying. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
Last time you gambled?
You were with me the last time I gambled. We went to Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's a hell of another story.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Are you talking about? Is that
Yeah,
last?
yeah. So we went to Vegas. We stayed. I think the best time I had was watching the Beatles show with you.
No, that was incredible because I saw that show again years later on my honeymoon, and it was dog shit.
Yeah, it was,
When we saw it,
it was really good.
I was fucking wasted though.
Where'd you see it at? What? What?
Planet Hollywood.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Way at the end of
Adam
the
and I
strip.
are sitting at this show, and I am dancing and singing every word like it's the fucking Beatles themselves.
Like
man.
you were trying to audition for a part.
No, like I was just like pretending they were the real dudes, and I'm probably embarrassing the hell out of Adam.
I was like, it's my retarded brother here. He's lifelong.
I brought him.
dream was to
This
see
is
the
a. This is a.
Beatles.
What's that?
He just
I brought him here. This is a Make-A-Wish thing, and I'm bringing him on the trip.
Just don't tell him they're not the real Beatles. That's just don't ruin it for him.
John Lennon.
He thinks they're real.
John Lennon.
But yeah, so we went around and we played a couple slot machines. I played I forget what it was.
We
but
did the Batman one. Remember the Batman one was
we did the Batman
badass.
one, then we did the Ghostbuster one.
Yeah. We went back to we went and found the Ghostbusters one again
Yeah,
later
we
on. That
definitely
was
hit
fun.
that
Yeah.
a couple times. And then I was just looking for
This
like,
is so fun. I
weird
want to
stuff.
lose money again.
Well, I think I had like a $200 limit for gambling that I had set aside, and I was just like, all right, let me just see what happens. And I'm like, all right. And I played, and then I played one of the card games or something like you spin a wheel. I forget what the hell it was. But I like won, and the lady's like, all right.
You serious, Clark?
Yeah, dude.
It's called roulette. It's,
It-
you mean with a marble?
No. So it was like this table in front of us, and then the wheel was like vertical. It wasn't horizontal, and she'd spin it, and if it landed on that either red or black or
roulette.
No, this is probably one of those weird games that we just don't know about.
It was
You
just
know
a
what I mean?
weird game, and so I'm playing it, and I won.
Were you in the back alleyway? Was
Are you
it
making this up?
a couple crack hoes? Like
Yeah.
just had a cardboard.
Because usually when they
they were
spin a
dressed
wheel and
very
there's
well
red
for
and there's
crackheads.
numbers, it's roulette. But it doesn't involve cards.
No, I believe them. No, there's some games I don't really know what the hell they are out there, but
But
they
it was just
exist.
some random game, so I was like, all right, whatever. So I played and I won, and I was just like, all right, I guess I'll cash out. And the girls just like, wait, really? You just
Were they
won? I
like,
was just
hey,
yeah.
Adam, you want to play this game? Well, I'm really not a gambler. Well, just have a seat. We'll just show you how. You take a card and then we spin a wheel. What game is that? It's like roulette or something, right? No,
Yeah,
no,
it was-
it's different.
it
But
was
just
weird.
have a seat and put your money out here.
But I,
Well, you lose.
But yeah, I won. I think it was like $10, so it wasn't much. And I was just like, all right, I'll take my little.
Hey, a
chip.
win's a win, man.
That
And
wins
then
a
I
win.
like walked off, and then I kept the chip and called it a fucking day. But but she was just like weirded out that I didn't want to just keep playing. I'm like, I don't gamble, bro. This isn't my shiz. I'm just
He
gonna.
bet $10 or he won whatever you bet and won
Yeah.
$10 and he's cashing out.
When
Yeah.
I
What the
was
hell's wrong with you?
when I was in Vegas, the time it took for Adam to go and find the bathroom and come back to me, I lost $700.
No, I was in the bathroom. I went and got Starbucks. You're like, oh, I'm going to hit the high rollers. And I was just like, all right, I'm going to go get a milkshake from Starbucks.
Yeah. So literally, I went into the high roller room. Like, Adam watched me win on the fucking Price is Right machine.
Yeah.
I was up $400-$500 for my $200. So I was like, I had $700. And I was like, all right, I'm going to the high roller room. So I'm going to go get some Starbucks real quick, which was just right around the corner.
Yeah.
Took him all.
So you were on the floor and you went to the high roller after you won the $700.
So we split up. He went to go get a fucking coffee
went
or
to the high
something,
roller
and I
room.
went to the high roller room.
to turn your $700 into $25,000.
I was looking to, and and within the 10-15 minutes it took for him to go do his Starbucks run and get back to me, I'm
out of money.
I was out $700, and I remember I go, all right, dude, let's go back to the hotel because I had cash at the hotel. I was like, let's go back to the hotel. I'm gonna get more cash, then we'll go back out. He's like, all right, dude, we'll do that. And he was totally lying to me the whole time. Once we got back to the hotel room and I smoked a joint, he's like,
Were you not staying in a hotel that had a casino?
Yeah.
no, it was Circus, but I wanted to go back down somewhere like newer.
To the strip.
Yeah. And I was like, come on. And he's like, yeah, we'll totally go down. Let's just go to the room first. We'll hang out. You can smoke a joint. We'll do whatever.
You guys stayed in the Circus. I'm sure I've probably heard this before.
And then he's like, once we get there, I was like, all right, you ready? We're going to get in a fucking cab and let's go back down. He's like, no, we're not going back down. And I was like, what? He's like, no, we're not going back down. You can go back down if you want to, but I'm not going back down.
Was
like,
you guys amazed by Circus? Did you walk around?
It was terrible.
Did you go upstairs?
The cigarette
Every ceiling
stains
tile
were
was
amazing.
stained with nicotine stains.
Oh, yeah.
the entire
I mean,
building,
that's where Elvis Presley did all his movies.
I felt at home. The entire building.
And I'm sure
smelled
those
like
stains
cigarettes.
are still from the Elvis Presley movies in the 1950s.
And the crazy part was that was not even the craziest part of that trip down to back from California to Florida. That was like,
Oh yeah, we almost. Speaking of which, we almost didn't do this show tonight because Ryan's not here with the COVID, and I haven't had a fucking break since we started this. I've done every show. Ryan's taking days off. Dad's taking days off. I haven't had a single break, even when I had COVID myself. So I was like, all right, we're gonna take a break, and then I was like, you know what? No, Adam's in town. He can fill in for Ryan. The show must go on. The goats don't quit. You know what I'm saying? The goats don't quit.
Yeah.
So
You're going to be surprised what I got you for Christmas.
So
A little
I
teeny
was
tiny
like-
violin about that big.
I was like, the show must go on.
keep it rolling.
Exactly.
Let's do it live.
Yeah. Let's do it live. Fuck it. But, one of the things I was like, if we don't do the show, I'm going to just kidnap Adam and we're just going to tell that story. The story. But again, we're going to hold off, and that story will be told one day, maybe next year when Adam comes back down for Christmas. But I wanted to tell the whole story, the Hills Have Eyes part, what I mean,
geez,
like
yeah.
everything. I just wanted to tell the whole story, the Billy the Kid graveyard. Me and Adam took a road trip.
Austin City Limits.
It was a lovely little place called like chlorine or chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, Texas, I believe. is what it was
Chlorophyll, Texas.
That's where you get. That's where you fall asleep and never wake up.
No,
again.
it literally was called chlorine.
It had like the baby dolls on the
fence
on the
and
wire fence.
broken beer bottles and baby doll heads like on the wire fence.
Thought you were in a movie.
It was,
Yeah,
We're never getting out of here.
Adam and I's cross country
Does that
road
sound
trip.
like chainsaws
And
in the
someday-
background?
yeah.
Someday we'll tell that story.
It was insane.
Yeah, that happened about 10 years ago.
It was
a good
like
time.
we were trying to find gas.
Yeah,
And
just trying to find gas.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
And we
let's
got a
pull
good
it
gas.
They're
out
using
of
all
it.
the gas and the chainsaws.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
We got a good gas out of that experience, that's for sure. Well, hey guys, They Call Us the Breeze. It's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, everywhere you get your podcast drip every Monday. And then, of course, make sure if you're just out there listening to the podcast or vice versa, podcast, make sure you go to YouTube. Watch the YouTube show Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you only watch the YouTube, make sure you're listening to the podcast every Monday, wherever you get your drip. And liking the Facebook page, guys, facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze.
Yeah, we'll see you very soon here in a few
Absolutely
minutes.
right, we will, guys. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you.
Just right
Piping
after
a
this.
Dope as fuck.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Damn, that was good. That was good. That was tasty.
That's almost better than the one we had.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I don't know, Ryan.
I'm starting to forget the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Seasoned Tiger. What can I
That's
say?
right.
Yeah.
Adam's mic up a little bit.
All right. Well, Mom, the producer, Adam, you need to get on that. Yeah.
All right, I'll get closer.
There he is. All right. We were just told to turn up Adam. So yeah. All right, guys. It's the Tiger Cage. They Call Us the Breeze. Episode 23. Wow. Episode 23. And we just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you're having a glorious holiday season. We got New Year's Eve coming up very, very soon. And I don't know about you guys. I got no New Year's resolutions.
I personally do not.
I do.
Well, I think I need to start watching what I eat a little bit more. But other than that, I'll be getting back to the gym as soon as I get back up to VA, and then see what I can do. Maybe a 6-pack for the lady.
Yeah. There you go.
You can just go to the grocery store and buy a 6-pack for the lady. Amberbach, Heineken, maybe Stella if you're feeling, very generous.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier, and then she'll still like you just as much.
Yeah,
Bush.
Exactly. Well, guys, episode 23, Dad gets a little bit of a break this week because of the celebrity birthdays. He's actually down 7 points again. Ryan.
Now this counts if I beat him as he's the same as
he's not
next man up. No bullshit.
Ryan has played.
If you're in a bowling league and you have a substitute bowler,
Ryan's played Benson twice, and Ryan has played Haley Bear once, and neither one added to his score. Nope.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
They did not. So, guys,
sore loser.
With that in mind, you guys want to do it? You guys ready? You guys feeling limber?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, let's do it.
Happy birthday! It's your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
All right, Adam versus Dad tonight. I'm excited.
I disagree with the point system, and I'm going to file a grievance right now with the executive producer Teresa.
Yeah, that's what most losers say right before they lose.
You're not even you have no points, so you're.
All the episodes are available for download.
I understand the point system, and I understand where the score is. However, if Ryan never comes back to the show, what if he wins the Powerball tomorrow and never comes back to the show, and I'm 8 points down? So and he takes over for his slot. I should be able to gain the points that I get tonight.
Speaking of points and speaking of slots, our very first birthday tonight goes out to your very favorite coach, Dad, Mr. Jim Harbaugh.
He's a nice guy.
For those of you out there in listener land who don't realize that we are Buckeyes fans, and Mr. Jim Harbaugh, right? Harbaugh, is that how you say it? Yeah. He is
Absolutely.
The head coach of the Michigan Blue, the Wolverines, and they finally got their win this year.
They finally, after all these years, beat Ohio
But
State
either way,
Buckeyes.
it's his birthday today. So what do you say, Dad?
What? How old he is? 45.
Yeah, I don't want to know what you have to say to him personally. I want to know,
45.
You say 45. All right. Adam, what do you think?
How long has he been coaching?
Ever since he's been shitty-ass quarterback at Michigan. And then he went to the San Francisco 49ers. He did a great job at San Francisco 49ers.
All right, Dad says 45.
Back to the Michigan
I'm going to say
Wolverines.
50.
No.
Adam's going to get it. He's actually 58.
Oh, shit.
Are you shitting me?
Ryan's playing birthdays on live chat, he said.
Oh, is he? All right, we got another note from the producer. Ryan is playing birthdays on live chat, apparently.
And we just gained another tiger in the tiger cage.
Benny.
That's right.
Benny.
All right, well, Adam gets that point. Moving right along. Sorry, everybody out there. We've got a lot going on. The cat just got into the studio. All right, the
tiger.
Second birthday we have up is Mr. Finn Wolfhard.
What'd you say he was? 58?
Yeah, 58.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I would have never guessed that. Would you have guessed that?
Sure. Next one we have, we're already on to the next one. It's Finn Wolfhard. Finn Wolfhard, he's been in Stranger Things. He's in the new Ghostbusters Afterlife. He plays one of the, teenage kids in Ghostbusters Afterlife. He is in the Pup videos. Adam, you're going to take the first one.
I don't know who he is. I have no idea.
So he was in Stranger Things, and now he's in Ghostbusters. I'm going to go with 17.
17, all right.
17
what do you
years
got?
old? Are you kidding me? Is he a little teeny tiny kid?
Well, Stranger Things was about a bunch of kids. So.
Bunch of middle school kids, yeah.
23.
Adam's going to get it. He's 19 today. He's 19. All right. Good
See,
job.
I
knew if it was movie people, I would probably lose.
Well, I don't watch Stranger Things is a bunch of kids.
I watch Yellowstone. That's about
Ghostbusters
it.
was a bunch of kids too, and he played. I think he was like 15 or 16 in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but Ghostbusters was, Bill Murray and
no, the new one,
the new one that just came out.
Ghostbusters Afterlife,
Yeah,
that
this year.
just came out. Great
that was
movie.
from the friggin' 80s.
The girl kills the dad jokes in that movie.
Oh,
Absolutely kills.
I'm sure. All right, guys. Next birthday.
So when are we going to start doing this shit on music? Just music.
Very special happy birthday goes out to Eddie Vedder.
I have no idea.
Eddie Vedder, lead singer of Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam, synonymous with Nirvana.
You need to be like Doobie Brothers.
Been around since the 90s. Pearl Jam. They've been doing it since the 90s.
63. I have no idea who he is.
63. All right. Adam, what do you got?
65.
Yeah.
Dad is going to get it. He is actually 57 today, Eddie Vedder. Happy birthday to you,
How
Eddie
old's
Vedder.
Dick Van Dyke?
You say that every show. You say that every show. All right, we're going to do birthdays or we're going to sabotage it?
Sounds like we're going to sabotage this one. He's still pissed about the point system.
Yeah, no shit. All right, well, he's not going to like the next one. All right, Holly Madison. Happy birthday to you, Holly Madison. Now, Holly Madison was one of Hugh Hefner's girlfriends.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she was in the reality show in like the early 2000s as one of his 3 girlfriends. She was the oldest of the 3. But this is,
in the early 2000s?
We're still talking Playboy bunnies.
Yeah.
In the early 2000s.
Which probably means they're probably about 20-something years old in the early 2000s.
All right, so let's do the math.
So you had, let's say, 45.
45. What do you got, Adam?
Damn.
He's going to say 46 or 44. That's what Ryan does.
She was older in the 2000s, so I'm going to go with 40.
How do you know? I don't even know who she is.
46.
Dad's going to get it. She's 42. She's 42. Boom. There he goes. All right.
She was older in the what? How would you know a Playboy bunny? How old she is?
Because I used to watch it on TV at your
There's
house.
a show?
Huh? No.
No, it was a reality show. Oh, no, he's talking about the
reality
Playboy
show.
channel. Yeah, we used to be able to sneak in and listen to or watch the Playboy. Mom and Dad had the box
Yeah.
in their room, the cable box, and you could get Playboy on it for a certain amount of hours of the day.
Oh, in the back room?
No, in your bedroom when you guys weren't home. Conveniently enough, it was active during the day for some reason.
That's weird.
Yeah, and we were able to watch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. We're allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right, last and final birthday we have for you out there, guys. Mr. Harry Shearer. All right, so Harry Shearer, he's done voices for The Simpsons since The Simpsons started. He played the bass player, Derek Smalls, in Spinal Tap in the 80s, the Spinal Tap movie. He played Handsome Dan in Wayne's World 2, I believe it was.
Handsome Dan.
Harry Shearer, been doing voices with The Simpsons since The Simpsons has been out.
Well, The Simpsons have been out a long time, so I'll say 65.
65.
No, I'll say 70. No, I'll say 65.
All right, 65.
All right, I'm going to go with 70 because you got to think about it. The Simpsons been on for 40 something years.
Yeah, he's 78, man. Harry Shearer is 78 years old. Happy birthday, guys.
What voice on The Simpsons would he be?
Oh.
Well, he talks like this a lot, so he usually does stuff like that.
Oh, he does the news.
He's
then.
probably done
he does
all
the news,
sorts of...
the news guy.
He's probably done...
He's in
he's
Quahog, the Quahog News, I bet.
Tons of voices.
So the voice you just did was the guy that does the Quahog News.
That is, you're talking about Family Guy. Is Quahog.
We're talking
Springfield is Simpsons.
about. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's your birthdays for the night, guys.
Massachusetts or Connecticut.
No,
It
it's
don't
not a real place.
Proud of you guys.
Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for me here.
All right, so Adam wins that round. Congratulations, brother Adam.
I took you down, old man. I took you down.
Took him down to Chinatown, that's for sure. Not like he really. Dad loses
Chinatown.
the participation trophy tonight. I'm
Yeah.
taking the participation trophy away from Dad tonight. He just wasn't into it. I think it's because of his rivalry with Ryan.
Yeah.
The fact that Ryan wasn't sitting here, he was just kind of like, I don't care.
Well, it was the point system too. He was still
he's
bitter
still
about.
pissed about the points. He doesn't think that. He's not sure where he sits, and I understand it. But buck up, cowboy. You got the hat on for a reason, big dog. Come on, come on.
I'm right.
There he is. All right,
right.
guys. Plenty of show left up for you.
If I don't like it,
So how long is too long?
let's see.
Now, what I mean by that?
I think about the day after. I don't even think you need to. We used to leave the tree up till after New Year's.
He already knows what I'm talking about. Out there in listener land, it's a
like
big
right
debatable.
after Christmas. I'm fine with burning that thing because it's getting dry.
How long is too long that you keep the Christmas tree up and that you keep the lights up around the house? When is it finally time to take that shit down? Because I know and I believe that it's basically the day after New Year's.
Well,
Yeah.
it could be the day after Christmas. It depends.
Depending on how party.
It depends on how old you are and how many kids you have, and it's all for the kids mostly. Well, I mean, we enjoy that, and that tree right there. We put that tree up 2 weeks prior to way before, or 2 or 3 weeks before we ever put it up.
Yeah.
Since we've been here. So it's getting dry. We keep putting water in.
But I
It's
think
getting
how
dry.
long is too long? I mean, I think,
you don't want within a week after New Year's at least.
yeah.
Your first open weekend where you have the time to undecorate it and put everything away.
Well, you have those houses that are like next to Publix on 38th that just have their lights up all year long,
Yeah.
No.
right? You have those houses.
So all right.
It ain't-
So the
it ain't-
outside
it ain't-
houses, outside lights for the houses is a no. But the Christmas tree, some people just decorate it with every season.
No.
Somebody
Well,
they do
artificial.
Halloween
trees.
They do
Probably
Christmas,
artificial.
Valentine.
St. Patty's trees,
Oh, that'd be cool.
little
if you had
beer
little
ornaments,
shots.
little beers, and little shots of
But not
Jameson,
live, not live
yeah.
trees.
Bailey's.
No. Unless you got a guy that on the low can get you a tree. For every
What if you
single
just
thing.
what if you just bust a hole in your fucking ground
And just
and
let the
plant a fucking evergreen
I wondered if that would work. And I
in
don't
your
think it
living
can.
room, and then seasonally it grows and it sheds and it grows and it sheds without sunlight magically.
Never thought about that. I thought you were talking about take the tree out and put it in the yard and see if it'll grow roots.
Yeah, I think the jury's still out on that one. I think it's a way to go.
So we're all pretty much in agreement that after New Year's, that's
After
pretty
New
much,
Year's,
That's like
definitely
if
take
you
down
have
the
a-
outside lights.
Yeah, if you have a really nice big space in your house or whatever, and you can have like a room that's like an arbitrarium, maybe part of your game room or something like that with some clear panels or whatever. Yeah, you could probably grow a evergreen inside. You could probably grow a northern evergreen inside if it's not exposed to the heat that we have. Because you ain't going to get one of those evergreens up in Dayton, Ohio.
our resident
Down
botanist, our resident
Hey, I'm
green
just
thumb,
guessing.
Mr. Mike
here. I'm
Breachek,
just
ladies and
guessing.
gentlemen.
I'm just
Absolutely.
guessing. I don't
That's
know.
right. Yeah, let's go, dude. Let's go. All right. Well, a lot of the show. We're gonna call Ryan in a little bit, check up on him. I hope he's all right. Maybe he's hurt.
He might be feeling ill.
Yeah.
He might be feeling
I think he's faking.
sad.
I think the whole thing. He's
He's
just fake-
trying to dodge the show. I bet he's talking to his agent. He's trying to get out of the show, and he's trying to avoid liability.
You think he's trying to break the contract?
I think
early?
he's trying to avoid contract issues that he signed for doing the
I
show?
don't know, because if anybody, I think we would try to break contract with you before we break it for
That's
Ryan.
probably true. Well, my age alone will break the contract with us.
Well,
You'll
yeah.
have to
I
replace
mean, not like you have a whole bunch of shit to do because you're going to be what? You're going to be a free man from the man soon.
Freeman. It's pronounced Freeman.
Freeman.
Yeah, Freeman, like the guy, the actor.
Yeah, you're gonna have plenty of time on your hands to sit around and think about all the BS that you say on this show.
I don't think he's going to spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. He hasn't started yet. Why would he start then?
We're doing the show tonight. All right.
I'm going to play jacks.
Let's see.
I'm going to go down to the
Give me
the adult. I'm going to go
24
down.
pack of Bud Light and I'll be good.
Yeah, I'm going to go down to Azalea thing where the seniors hook up. We're going to play. Do you guys remember how to play jacks?
No.
You got to pick up all
Ryan and I come in here. And we get here about 4:30, and Dad's just finger painting all over the walls, just making little giraffes and little elephants and all sorts of things. And he's already fucking wasted.
He just has basically a cowboy hat and a surgery gown.
White underwear, boots, and a cowboy hat. Finger painting walls everywhere. Finger painting the ceiling. Have you seen that meme? Speaking of finger painting,
It's like the New York cowboy that plays the guitar.
Speaking of ceilings, that meme where they're like, Michelangelo, can you paint our ceilings for us? Michelangelo, yeah, I guess. Draws, but I'm gonna draw a bunch of dudes with dicks out. The Sistine Chapel, right? You know, I mean,
What's that? I know the Sistine Chapel, but what are you talking about?
It's just a meme that just
like, I'm gonna
illustrates like they're like, hey, can you
cock
paint
and
our
balls
ceiling
all
for
Maybe
us?
that's
this
what I
thing.
could do.
And
Paint ceilings.
he's like, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, but I guess if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna draw a bunch of dicks on the ceiling so they can't get up there and paint over it.
He'd be like, what the hell is this? It's like,
Tristan
just-
be like, "What are you doing
art.
buying scaffolding? What are you buying use scaffolding for?"
I'm painting the ceiling.
I'm painting people's ceilings.
Yeah, we're gonna come in and be like, yeah, I got a little bit of inspiration from the Sistine Chapel.
Michelangelo.
It's just gonna be a bunch of dicks on the walls.
I
Like,
call
what's
it.
going
I
on?
call it dicks on the walls.
Dicks on the walls.
Ceilings.
Just have a big veiny
Dicks
bastard
above.
right
Just a big
there.
triumphant veiny bastard just sitting right there by the ceiling fan.
How old
Yeah.
is that guy up there? Why is he wearing a fucking cowboy hat?
That's right. And the rollerblades. That's a weird touch.
Well, I mean, don't kink shame. We don't kink shame him on here.
Nope, no kink shaming here. Guys, They Call Us the Breeze. We're going to take a quick halftime break. Like we said, we're going to call Ryan, see what the fuck he's up to right after this. So don't go anywhere. Adam, what do you say?
I'll see you in a few.
All right, Dad, what do you say?
See ya.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye.
That does look like a sponsor.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys are liking the page, facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. This is episode 23. Ryan is not here tonight. He is out because of COVID. So we have brother Adam filling in as a guest host. He's been doing amazing, buddy.
What an amazing
you were
growl he
born
has.
for this. You
I
were
feel
born for this.
replacement in the future.
You were born for this, dude. You really were. We've been having a lot of fun tonight. Adam whipped Dad's ass a little bit in birthdays, so that
It wasn't hard at all.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what she said. You know what I'm saying?
It was like pushing rope.
That's also what she said. Yeah, exactly. But Ryan's been out. We got the news a couple days ago, a little bit after my birthday. I'm fine. Dad's fine. Adam's fine. Everybody in the household's fine.
We're fine. We're fine.
Ryan, unfortunately, got that little COVID.
He ain't fine.
So we decided we were going to give him a little quick call and just check in on him. Ryan, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like you're good. Are you okay? Are you?
You ain't throwing up, are you?
No, I'm good. I faked this whole thing.
I knew it. I friggin' knew it.
Yeah, I faked this whole thing to take the night off, and it wasn't the easiest decision that I wanted to make. You know, it is one of my favorite holidays. Let's just say it's not one of those holidays. You know, if do I get the work day off or not? It's not one of those holidays.
So
with
wait,
all due respect,
so what
it's
you're
just.
So what you're
it's
saying?
one of my favorite holidays, and it's one of my favorites. So it was
okay.
It was a hard thing to do.
Okay, so you're saying you faked COVID and are not coming to Christmas or didn't come to Christmas. You already skipped Christmas. Christmas has already come and gone. Possibly not coming to New Year's Eve celebrations because you wanted the night off from the show.
Exactly. Well.
That cuts deep.
That
cuts really deep.
Yeah,
I love Christmas.
We are
and
postponing
it's
Christmas.
my favorite holiday, but you know, I needed a night off, so
we are postponing Christmas.
Well,
Mom and Dad, nobody's coming.
Yeah, I mean,
I just think it's sad.
But I did get a day off of work.
Adam, you're down here. You're down here with James.
Well, here's the thing, right? So I woke up at the crack of noon the other day, and I asked Ryan, I was like, hey, buddy, I'm going to get some Charlie subs. Do you want anything? And I went out and got this kid some food, and he's like, oh, I'm going to go to the pharmacy and pick up some meds and stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. He probably just went on a beer run to get ready to go home. And then I bring this fool some Charlie subs, and he's like, yeah, I got a roll. And he just picks up his food and just saunters out the door. And I'm just like, okay, well, feel better, buddy. But to know that you lied to me, to know that you just did all this.
It was all for the Charlie subs, and I didn't want to work tonight, so
it's good.
That's what it was all for.
So it's just a good night off for you, bud. All right, cool.
Well, got me the day off.
But I've been doing a couple things though.
I hope you've been
doing
drinking.
A couple of things. Well, first off, what's your fax number? I'm going to send over my agent's paperwork.
Okay, it's 727-555-0109.
Perfect. And Jeremy, I feel really bad about the $700 that you lost over in Vegas. So I went ahead and I'm going to send you over 100 milkshakes from Starbucks.
Okay.
Just because I feel sorry for it. So I'll just send you 100 milkshakes over. Okay.
Okay.
Because I feel bad you lost $700.
I appreciate. I can appreciate that. That's what I appreciate about you. Yeah. Okay.
It's the little things I can do from the couch that I'm at.
So retrospectively thinking about this, it was not a good idea to give him my credit card before he left.
Probably not. What's the best thing you've watched on that couch all day? Because I know you're fucking basically just watching movies and earmuffs, masturbating. You know, yeah. What have you been? What's the funniest thing you watched on TV today?
Well, I was watching a documentary on Chlorophyll, Texas, and that was one of the. It was intriguing. It was no gas stations.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys pegged it. You guys hit it right on the head.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you. We
so
have
we're
gas.
watching that, and then I watched really kind of deep into. You're right on the money with the DeWalt. I was watching a couple of kind of QVC DeWalt special kind of buy now deals, and that's a really good looking.
We have
really
the display.
Setup
Adam, if you would. Adam, if you would.
Sponsored by DeWalt.
The DeWalt display. Adam's trying to figure out the weatherman thing. He's like,
I'm trying to.
There it is.
He's trying to do the blue green screen thing.
Here we go. You're not watching out there in YouTube land. We're trying to highlight the drills right now.
My shoulder only goes back so far.
Oh, but yeah, we've just been hanging out, guys. It's been fun.
Well, I'm glad you faked your own illness to get your night off. I hope that feels good. I hope you sleep well tonight. Hope your freaking house burns down. Yeah. All right.
All I'm saying is All I'm saying is we're all drinking right now, and all of us feel perfectly fine. So maybe that might be something.
Adam's having some bushes in your place, dude. He's
literally
taking over.
Something you should look
into.
into.
One of the things is that
the alcohol cleanses the
I
system.
haven't been able to have beers, you know.
Oh yeah.
I need beers.
Well, how are you going to get any better?
But I can't have beers.
Well, you know, that's a struggle.
Well,
so you're hard liquor is what you're going towards.
Well, you know, bud,
eggnog.
We feel for you. We hope you're going to feel better, right? I hope you're going to feel better.
Yeah, we should be fine, man. Like, it's ups and downs, but you know, gutters and strikes.
Gutters and strikes.
It just feels like you have a gnarly cold, but Yeah.
A what? Nautical.
A cold.
It's your first time, right? It's your first time, right?
Gnarly.
First time having it.
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time, a long time listener, first time
Long,
caller.
First and last,
long time
hopefully.
listener, first time
Caller.
catcher.
Long time listener, first time caller. This is Ryan from St. Petersburg.
Just a chicken and egg thing. If you never test for it, does that mean you never get it?
Well,
I think there's some theory to that, sure.
There you go.
But wait, more like just have one of the chickens test and then have all the rest of the eggs
Oh yeah,
for breakfast.
yeah.
all right.
You can
Well,
do that.
we went a different way with that one. We went
Do
a
that,
different
and
way
then
with
there's milk sponge you can
Hey,
get.
I got COVID brain, dog. It's like,
yeah. No, yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I wasn't firing on cylinders to begin with, and now we're down to like none.
Well, Ryan,
dinner.
thank you so much for letting us call you tonight. I would love to talk to you more. I would love to talk to you a little bit more, but I really don't want to. So we're gonna let you go, bud.
Well, I appreciate it, guys, and
Stay
I just
healthy.
wish I had all your jerseys on my wall.
All right,
I know.
well,
I know.
Ryan.
You're on injured reserve
Yep.
and probably out for the rest of the season from that
see
ACL.
ya. Yeah, we'll see you after the COVID break. Exactly.
Before you leave, all right, we still need to work on that telephone system to where arachnid spiders can talk to cats. So we got to get together for that
And
one.
I have no idea what he means
Yeah,
by
I
that.
seem to be growing quite weary.
Quite weird.
Stupid science bitches couldn't even make my friend any smarter.
Yeah, you couldn't even make her any smarter. All right, buddy. Go get some rest, man. We love you.
Yeah.
Love you. Bye-bye.
All right, love you
Bye,
guys.
bub.
Merry
Later.
Christmas.
See you,
We'll
buzz.
talk to you soon.
All right. Well, there was Ryan, man. Yeah, it seems like he sounds chipper.
Good
He sounds
spirit.
Hey,
good.
that doesn't sound sick.
Yeah, he sounds. I think he's faking it. I mean, I believe
He
him.
might be.
He
he's
sounded
trying-
fine.
He's trying to hold out. He's trying to. I think he's trying to get with the executive producer Teresa and renegotiate his contracts. What I think. He's
Well,
trying to,
what the thing is I tagged him a long time ago when he was little because remember I kind of like made him into my little buddy and he was kind of he was kind of the guy.
see, that's the thing. You should.
I tagged him behind his ear and he still hasn't discovered it. God
the little
knows.
implant.
So I know his location, I know his body temp, I know everything, and I've known when he's been sick over the past 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? His body temps, all his vitals are normal right now. Like 100%. I've checked it out.
So
He
have
is
you
definitely
relayed that
faking.
information?
He's
to
definitely
Teresa?
faking. He's definitely faking.
I'm pretty sure he's faking.
I think
You,
what
you
happened.
related that to Teresa. She's in charge of the contracts.
Yeah. I think he's just
Might have to let him go.
Well, yeah.
Well, you're doing fine. I mean, it's like when I used to watch ESPN in the morning before I go to work with Mike Greenberg, and then
we'll set him up with we'll
and then
send
they
him
brought
home.
Mike Jr. in, Mike Golick's son
It's a
came
lot
in.
of mics.
I know, and there's mics all over the place.
And we'll take one off and
they
we'll
brought
send it
him
with
in,
him.
and then Mike Golick left, and Mike Golick Jr. is still
fine.
doing it, and it's
That's
like,
fine.
hey, everybody's replaceable.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, listen out
Plus,
there, and Ryan.
you probably
Ryan,
do a better tiger growl. Let's hear that again.
Tiger Cage.
Yeah, that's probably.
That's
Yeah, his is more like a little kitty cat.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm into it.
Yeah, he might be out. Teresa might. Next time she sits him down behind the desk or across from the desk.
That's right.
So, Ryan.
She needs to know the details of this COVID case you had.
Yeah, and why you're missing work, because we have a permanent replacement that has a lot of experience working for the government.
The
for
government,
last
of
20
course.
years.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And,
yeah. Okay.
We might just have a replacement for you.
Well, speaking of working for the government, Adam is here, and like I said, I didn't get a whole lot of chance to deep dive into his shit last time because he was one of four. And when the three of us get loose, I mean, it's hard.
There's no stopping them.
Yeah, so we came to you. We asked you some questions here and there as we were, but we didn't really get to deep dive and do any big interviews. And I was thinking the other day, I mean, literally every once in a while, I'm like, what would it have been like to join the Navy or the Army or the Marines and go through boot camp and this, that, and everything. And because I'm a bad older brother, I've never really asked what was the story of boot camp. I mean, how did that go? And this is the first military interview.
Oh, yeah.
Breeze
Plenty of
are going to
stories.
do right now. So let's get this shit on. What was it like, dude?
All right, so boot camp, like they usually try to build you or break you down and then build you up and stuff like that. And then you usually have 3 guys that are in charge, and one's kind of harsh, the other one's even keeled, and the other one's kind of a joker.
So like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah,
type thing.
and then a medium grade dude. So you have those guys, right? And it's so funny because it's like you're just there, you're with a whole bunch of people you never met before, and it's just like you're seeing people from all across the country, and certain people you look at them and you're just like, how do you tie your shoes in the morning? But
how do you even wake up, sir, and look at yourself in the mirror?
So there's what? So there's they don't call it the gas chamber anymore. They call it the courage chamber or the freedom chamber or something like that, where they put a bunch of tear gas in, and you have to sit there, say your social security number and what division you're in, and yada yada yada. And then after you get done with that, then they go down the line, and then once your line's done, then you can get out. So super fun. But you're supposed to cup your hand underneath your nose and your mouth and everything, so all the fluids, you're like cupping them. And then
you're talking about from the gas,
because everything's just like tear gas, everything
just your
cleans
nasal,
the sinuses, so to speak.
It's like literally, just snotting.
Yeah,
so
you're supposed to put your hand up and then say your bit, and then after that they move on to the next person, and so on and so forth. And then after your line's done, you roll out. I wasn't messed up too bad, but I saw a bunch of people that were just like covered in this stuff. It was terrible.
And what's the purpose of that?
So the purpose of that, same thing as
in case you get captured?
Purpose. No. So same thing as the pepper spray. I've been pepper sprayed once, and then I got the level 2, which was a wipe the second time. And the pepper spray is just in case if you have to get pepper sprayed in order to carry it, so that way you know what it's like to actually be pepper sprayed. So
pull the lid off the joint. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you get pepper sprayed, and then you got to run through this course while it feels like 1,000 needles are stabbing you in the eye.
Damn,
it feels amazing
from the spray in your eyes.
Yeah, from the spray, because it's a
I don't want
capsoid spray, and it's oil instead of water based. So even after you get it, you're like through and you've done
and you're
everything,
trying to wash it out.
And you're trying to wash it out. You have to wash off. They tell you to wash off your face really good, like 5 or 6 times just before you shower, because if you shower and that stuff runs, it's not going to end up in a happy place.
Yeah. I see that. So how do you eventually get all that out of your eyes?
So I just used, like on the ship, I had to use like hand soap and stuff like that. But
in your eyes?
Yeah. It doesn't hurt more than the pepper spray.
I'm sure.
But
it's a duller pain.
Yeah.
Pain nonetheless.
But when we did it for the second time, you use like Johnson & Johnson baby wash, baby shampoo.
Well, we've learned since you don't go with the Johnson & Johnson soap. We've learned since.
But that's soap. That's definitely the no tear stuff. So it's lighter.
So you didn't cry?
It's not painful.
Didn't hurt your eyes. It's no tear.
It
squirt soap into your eyes and there's no tear.
Yeah, that's what the Johnson & Johnson is supposed to do. But anyways, so another boot camp story where we got to go to Ricky Heaven, or whatever they're calling it these days, and it's basically like
wait, hold on. Ricky
Heaven.
Ricky Heaven?
That sounds like a Ricky
sounds like
Bobby,
a place where there's a bunch of
redneck place where. Hey, so I'm going to molest you.
They call you like Ricky Recruit. So
yeah,
it's
sure
Ricky
they
Heaven.
do.
So basically, it's a place where you can get on the phones, you can buy energy drinks, Taco Bell, Subway, just all the food that you've been missing for the last like 3 or 4 weeks. So everybody goes in, and
so it's essentially from Pinocchio. It's like the island, Pleasure Island, where all the kids go and they all start turning into donkeys and shit. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
But Ricky controls
well,
you.
They don't allow you to like smoke and crap like that, but you can, eat and drink and this, that, and the other. No actual alcohol, but you go and just like pig out and stuff like that. So we all just do that. We all just pig out, and then we get back to our compartment, and then our RDC comes in.
I love how
he's
he
got
says,
the beat stick.
Did you hear it? Dad, you heard it, right? Compartment.
Yeah.
We get back to our
compartment.
compartment. You implying you are little tools that the country owns.
I like to think of myself as a big tool, but
and you guys
And they supply you with that tube of
you fit
that
all
tube
fit
of stuff
in a
that you squirt in your butt.
workbench.
What do they call it?
the peanut butter shot.
No, I'm talking about that you buy at the at the pharmacy.
All right,
For an
anyways,
itchy butt.
so
They give you all that. That's free. You just get as many tubes as you want because you're in Ricky heaven.
No, we didn't go. And I mean, if that's how you want to roll your life, you do you, I guess.
Hey, how you
All right,
doing?
fine. We'll do that.
I didn't sign up. You did.
But so he comes out. We're all full of like,
Admiration H.
food and drinks and caffeine and just pigged out. And he comes out what we called the beat stick, right? It's just basically a broomstick. And
Hey, the Navy,
He
it's
comes
not
out-
just
Let
a
him
job,
finish.
it's an
I gotta
adventure.
hear
You gotta
this.
let me finish.
I gotta hear this.
All right, he comes out and it's the beat stick. So what it basically is you would have to do either push-ups or 8-count bodybuilders or something like that to the beat. So he just
Oh, I get it.
Tap, tap,
Music.
tap, 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 tap. Instead of yelling at us saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it'd be faster for him to do. So he came out and he's just like, subtly dropping it here and there, letting it tap, and we're just like, oh shit.
Is this
here it comes.
still in Ricky's world?
Sounds
No, this is
horrible.
when we got back to the compartment.
Oh, because
So we're like looking at each other and we're like, Jesus, if we get beat right now, we're like half the compartment's gonna vomit. Easy day. And so he's like, I hope you all enjoyed your sodas and your Red Bulls.
and
he's
your
like-
Swedish fish.
And he's like, I really hope you ate all the Taco Bell that your little tummies could afford to hold, and this, that, and the other. He's just going on. And we're like, oh shit, here it comes.
Here it comes, dude. He's about to beat the shit out of us.
And then he
With the
comes
beat
in and he's just like, I really do hope you had a really good time at Ricky Heaven. And then he just stops and it's like dead silent. He's like, go hit the showers. We're like, what? All right.
and
So we just, clean up for the rest of the night. And then he didn't really beat us that day, but there was other days, like one of our guys, he had an issue passing a swim test. So he continuously tries to go and pass this swim test every morning, and they're working with him every morning. And on the last day, he can possibly pass it. He passes it. So our RDC comes up and he's like, oh, you think you're going to wait till the last day to pass boot camp or pass the swim test? Roger that. Push-ups. Begin. So he's just sitting there doing push-ups, and he's kind of smirking. And I come around the corner.
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Kind of sounded like him.
Yeah, probably a Spicoli.
So he gets done, or he's sitting there doing push-ups. I come around the corner. I see what he's doing, and I already see beating him. And I was just like, kind of joke, kind of smirked. And he's like, oh, you think that's funny? Push-ups. Begin. So me and him are like side by side doing push-ups. And it was a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people from a lot of different places.
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
And, yeah, that was pretty much boot camp. They teach you how to do basic
Does it
stuff.
feel like the island of misfit toys? Like kind of like you guys
Yeah,
are just
so
all there together. You're just all
Ricky
the
Island.
Yeah,
It's
just the
nice
island.
because you take a group of people that are from all
7 strangers
Yeah.
who don't know each other
Pretty
living in the
much.
same household. This is the real world.
it's like 40 though, and
exactly.
top and bottom bunks and in a compartment. So basically,
I love how he keeps saying compartment. That's the best fucking part. dude.
Everything's compartmentalized.
Compartmentalized.
yes.
That's
He
what she
started
said.
early. So anyways, you start off and you kind of meet people and talk to people throughout boot camp and everything like that, and you kind of see where people come from. So you basically start and you just work your way through it, and everybody does the same things, working towards the same thing, and everybody has the same common goal in mind, which is actually amazing when you have so much of a diverse community and then you're all working towards the same goal. So that really helps out, and
kind of like a gangbang. Kind of like a gangbang.
You could go there if you wanted to. So there was that, and then what are you doing?
He's doing Navy signals. You're fine, but
wrap it up.
He's saying wrap it up. I'm pretty sure.
No, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get right back into this. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. The sponsors are yelling at us. Dad is giving us the red flag right now because, he's a producer apparently. So we're just going to take a quick commercial break. We'll get right back into more of the becoming a seaman, how to be a seaman.
Not used to the fucking hand signals, man.
All right, we'll be right back, guys.
You ever worked on an aircraft carrier?
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye.
No.
Get drunk! Yeah! We're talking. All right!
Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot of YouTube viewers tonight. We appreciate that, guys. Yeah, you guys are finally coming around. Yeah, we're definitely out here live at the Tiger Cage. And, for all of you out there who haven't already done so, make sure you like facebook.com/theycallustthebreeze. We're sitting here with Brother Adam because Ryan is out because of COVID. He's on the bench. He's riding the Pine Pony tonight.
I'm just glad Coach put me back in.
That's right. Put me in, Coach.
And I just want to briefly say that this segment is brought to you by the DeWalt Atomic 20
That's right.
volt
This
system.
entire show is brought to you by DeWalt battery.
The
are we doing
Atomic 20 volt
Are we doing it right?
system.
Yes.
DeWalt. Yeah. Again, you got to watch out there in YouTube land. Yeah.
And they will pay for that in the future, or we will not show it anymore.
They will pay. You'll pay. DeWalt. You'll pay, DeWalt. All right, guys. Well, we're going to jump right back into more talk about how it was to become a seaman, Adam. So, we've done all sorts of things. We've talked about, kind of the beginnings, kind of the shocks, the slings and arrows, if you will.
Yeah.
But as we graduate, as we get a little closer towards, life in the Navy, we're graduated. We're having a good time. We're actually, we have best men at our wedding. We're enjoying the Navy life.
Vargas. Yeah.
I mean.
And you did get to see. You did get to sail the 7 seas, right? Like
Not all of them.
in the Navy.
Most of them.
Get to sail the
7 seas in the Navy.
The Atlantic,
It'll put your mind at ease in the Navy.
Pacific.
Well,
2.
that's a very
Well,
that's a very
you
specific.
you spent a lot of time over in the
So yeah, we went over.
that oil.
The oil thing.
Yeah, over
okay,
in the,
so
tell us
the
about
oil
that, yeah.
platforms. Yeah. So the Navy was doing oil platform guarding options.
Are you allowed to talk about this, or is this classified information?
Like everything's on CNN and Fox News. So it doesn't
Yes.
Unclassified.
and this was like over 10 years ago. No, it was just we were doing circles and hanging out and just making sure they stayed secure, and then we would do
circles, like just riding around in a boat.
Yeah.
In a circle.
just a circle. Well, technically it was a figure 8, but
Just
take that cross out and you're
just babysitting with binoculars. Like, is everybody being
the
being
whole
good?
time.
Arabian Gulf.
No, so we had people or ships out there at the time. That's been like 10, 12 years
Yeah.
since I did that. And
And why would you have ships out there in case you had to
Protect
shoot
the oil platform.
50 millimeter cannon guns at people or something?
sure, let's go with that. So we were just out there, and then we would fly people in. I'd hop in my little 7-meter rib boat and then drive them over to the oil platform. So you go pick up everybody that's leaving on the aircraft that we landed, and then we would go drop them off over at the oil platform. So we were pretty much an airport for a time.
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah,
it was definitely interesting.
And who was like the people, high end?
No,
government
like
officials or Iraqi officials.
It was just like workers, man. It was just like, hey, it was their shift. It was their changing the shift. They'd be out for a couple weeks. They'd be out for a couple weeks.
The United States Navy became a Uber driver.
Yeah, for a little while. But it wasn't like strictly like U.S. people. It was people that worked on the oil platforms, and they were coming in and leaving and going out. You know.
So when they land those planes on those, fucking ships,
it's a helicopter. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were talking about a little like aircraft carriers, like where we could land.
No.
A destroyer.
Okay. All right. Well, I stand corrected. All right, but helicopters. That's fun.
I never actually
Jeff Bezos drop in on you every once in a while.
He didn't even make his fortune until like after we had left. So
okay, right on.
It's a possibility now, but not too much.
He was still selling books on Kindle back then.
It was he wasn't that impressive back then. But we did that for 6 months, and then we did a couple other things. One of the things we talked about was when I got my fingers chopped off. That was fun.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, you can't just say that on the air and then not explain a little bit.
Okay, so
that's why you can't replace Ryan, because you can't play guitar because you're missing 3 fingers.
So, yeah, the reason Adam cannot play guitar is
because I got one of my fingers degloved at the tip, just the tip, and then the middle finger was shattered, and they had to put a rod in there.
And the fact that he doesn't give a shit about playing.
Well, yeah, that's secondary. But yeah, I remember seeing the photos of that finger, man.
That started before he got in the Navy.
I remember seeing the photos of that finger, man, and I remember wanting to hurl when I saw those photos.
So
it was gross.
When you saw it, it was just like so there was not enough skin to put the skin back on my pointer finger, so they just cut the bone down and then sewed it up and called it good. And then my middle finger, they had to they're like, all right, we're gonna let it heal up, and they put a bunch of pins and shit, and the guy's just like, yeah, so you know how it was supposed to heal up all nice and pretty? Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's not gonna
he was
happen.
Like, thank God you saved that one.
He's like, you're either gonna have a shit sandwich or a shit salad. Either way, it's going to be shitty. I'm like, all right, cool. Thanks for bringing up my hopes on that one. And after, we did that, it was like crooked and it was all funky looking. So he's like, all right, well, when you get to your next duty station, just get another surgery. So I got another surgery, and it straightened it out, and they put a rod in there. And actually, Mama and Papa BAAACK over here decided to come up and stay with me. And they stayed a whole night because Dad started complaining about something and like, oh, my tooth hurts or some shit. I'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I feel bad for you now, even though I just had surgery on my hand. But by all means, leave.
By all means. Absolutely.
So we got that taken care of. It was the story, like we were working on a maintenance check, and a buddy of mine, we were holding up something, and it dropped, and it weighed like 280 something pounds of like solid steel.
So you're holding your dick.
Yeah.
You're holding your dick up. You're trying to hold your dick up.
Carrie wishes.
And it fucking hit.
And so what had happened was it shattered, and I pulled it out, and I saw what had happened, and my buddy saw what happened. So he takes off his cover, and we got to pay for our own ball caps, and he's like,
"That's what she said."
So he's like, "Don't look at it, don't look at it," and then he takes off running to medical, and I'm like, dude, don't put your brand new cover. These things cost like $15. That's expensive.
Fuck it.
And I'm like, all right. He's like, I'm going to medical. So he runs to medical, and he's like, BAAACK just cut off his fingers. And then I'm like walking towards medical. I'm like, I'm not in the mood for run right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk. And I'm like holding my fingers in my hand, and they see me just sauntering down the P-way, and they're like, hey, no, he didn't cut his fingers off. He's fine. And then they're like, all right, let me see. And then I open my hand up and they're like, oh, shit, sit down. So they go and they're like, they call medical emergency. And
I remember when I had my first beer.
I wasn't even drunk. That was the sad part.
Wish you were.
Yeah. So it was funny because it was like I didn't feel a thing. So they cover it up and they're like, all right, we got to cut your blouse off. I was like, I just stitched.
I don't wear a blouse. I wear a Navy uniform.
Not
which
my
is
blouse.
a blouse. So we're in there and it was funny because my lieutenant at the time, she's like, I swear to God, you're my accident-prone child. I'm like, I'm not accident-prone. And then she comes in, and I was just like, well, maybe you were right. So I go, and they cover it up, and they get my blouse off, and then I go, they're like,
I love how you keep referencing the blouse.
Why do you call it a blouse?
That's what it's called. It's called a blouse. So you got a blouse, which
they
is
call it a gown, dude. They call it like the medical. It's called a gown.
No, the
That's
uniform item that you wear, the camis. You got a blouse and you got the pants. The blouse is the top part. The pants are the bottom part.
We usually call it a shirt.
Shirt is underneath.
So in the Navy. In the Navy,
you can wear a Navy blouse in the Navy.
So you wear blouses.
I thought that would be your spouse.
Yeah,
that's why they call them.
Only
Seaman.
real men wear blouses. There,
exactly.
Buttercup, not that cowboy shit. Anyways,
whoa.
What we went on, the dude comes in. That's from the EMT, and he's like,
got that knife out.
He's like, hey, so we can have him carry you out of the ship. I'm like, I got 2 feet that work, so let's go ahead and start with that. And
they probably should have just dumped you over the ship at that time.
That's exactly what they should have done. And then
my
whole hand would have gotten infected and lost a whole hand.
Well, the sharks would have ate you.
Yeah.
No,
you would have been fish food within 24 hours, bud.
Yeah, then he wouldn't have. Well, he would have gotten a little bit of something because that was before I was married. But anyways, so
the shark?
We got this EMT's like 7 foot tall, and I have an IV bag in, and it's just the funniest thing in the world because I'm like walking, and this 7 foot tall dude's carrying this IV as he's walking behind me, and I just thought the whole situation was just hilarious. And we get up and we get in the ambulance.
So Andre the Giant,
pretty much,
because you're like they have actually roller things that are that tall that you could hang it from, right?
It's super, but we're walking through a ship, so it's not like you could just roll,
like
pick
the
it up,
ship that
roll,
we were on
up,
when you
roll,
brought me and
up.
Mom on your ship.
Yeah. Anyways, so we continue on, get out, and hop in the ambulance, and I've never been in 2 places at once. I was sitting on the actual
time travel.
I was sitting on the cart, and then a piece of me was sitting in an ice bag right next to me, and I was just like, okay, cool, 2 places at once. And then safety first, because you know how ambulance drivers drive like they're friggin' stuntmen. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, just put my seatbelt on. They're like, oh, you don't need to do that. I'm like, safety first, right, guys?
Yeah, I'm literally in this back room on wheels with a bunch of medical supplies flying around,
just waiting to roll.
And this was in San Diego.
Was
this all on base? EMS all on base. You don't leave base, right?
No. So that was Westside, San Diego base, and then we went to Balboa Hospital.
Which is dry side, which is
that's
still base.
In another base, so we have to leave a base to go to a base.
Okay.
So we get there and they do the surgery and everything, and then I'm on leave, and then they're like, all right, well, we're gonna give you convalescent leave and shit like that, and you don't realize with your dominant hand how much you use that for like everyday tasks. Like I've never.
That's what she said.
So, like, certain things, like, you get used to opening the door.
Doors.
We got
doors. Definitely
you
doors.
You don't have to go into detail.
So, definitely doors,
you keep your wallet usually on your back.
And your wallet, yes.
Back pocket on your dominant side. So, I have to switch that up.
The nice sweet
When you reach in your pocket, it's not just for your keys.
Yeah, so I had to learn how to do
on that one.
I had to learn how to do a lot of things one-handed, like putting buttons on and get myself dressed in the morning.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. If you keep falling into it, I'm going to keep doing it.
So yeah, that was me getting my fingers chopped off, and then what else was there? Oh, there was the time a buddy of ours fell off a paint float. So basically, what a paint float is it's a floating structure that has different tiers on it that you can stand on and paint the side of the ship. And me and another third class were
fell off for one in the water.
Yeah, twice. But we'll go over the first time. All
on the same day?
No, not on the same day. It was like 2 weeks apart.
Good.
So
Yeah, I'd have thought you'd have learned this lesson, sir.
So this guy's like, we're pulling the paint punt, the paint punt. So the paint punt is like a little john boat that we use to get the water line and get the lower stuff. And we're like, hey man, all you got to do is pull it off to the side, and then we'll, heave around in the line and get it up on deck.
Oh,
He's
like using it for a scaffolding or something.
No, we were
pull
just
the boat up?
We were just getting it on the ship because we were getting underway. So we had to pull it up the side of the ship to get it underway. So he was pulling it, and sooner or later you're going to run out of, places to walk because there's the water. And me and the other guy were like looking at him, and we're like, dude, is he about to walk off this fucking paint float? And he's like,
without even knowing it, he's not even paying attention.
He's like, yeah,
and fall into the water.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my god,
because he's painting and he's just looking.
No, he's just carrying something and putting it in the water behind him. He's literally just walking backwards,
just not paying attention to his
just not paying attention to what he
right off the back
stepped
of the boat.
right off the paint float. And I was just like, he gets up and he's like, what the hell? You guys didn't say anything? I'm like, dude, you're walking out of paint float. Sooner or later, you're going to run out of freaking place to walk. And you're going to end up in the water. I'm like, why weren't you watching where you were going? So me and the other guy were just laughing at him. And he's just like, you guys are a bunch of dicks.
Total dicks.
The second time he fell off, it was like, so the paint float, how we get it fore and aft on the ship is we have these lines that are attached to the ship. So we're trying to move it aft, and for some reason,
kind of like when they're doing window washing on big
Sounds
buildings,
good.
right?
So we were trying to move aft, and what happens is we lose control of the aft line. So he goes to throw it, and he fails. So it doesn't make it over to us, and then he goes to throw it again. So by the time he has it rolled up, another guy comes up, grabs it from him, and throws it. But while he grabs it from him, he pushes him, and he loses his balance on the. I think it was on the third or the fourth tier, and he just kicks off because you don't want to land on the paint float. You want to land in the water because it's straight steel, man. You're going to mess yourself up. So he comes out looking like a wet cat, man. I was just like, oh, poor guy. But yeah, that was the two times that specific guy fell off a paint float. I mean, I've done a lot of other things to where it was. I've never specifically fell in the water, but
you've never been laughed at twice for the same thing.
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's the moral of the story. This guy should have learned his lesson
the first time.
And he is now being talked about on They Call Us the Breeze. That's right, guys. They Call Us the Breeze, episode 23. We are about to go for the night, but before we do, we got a couple of those Ask Your Dad, so let's get it open. Let's open that mailbag. All right, the first question we have for you tonight is from Kristen. She is in Kenosha, Wisconsin. There's so many listeners in Kenosha. We appreciate you guys.
Tons.
And she says, what's your funniest moment with one of your kids, or both of your kids, or all three of your kids? Something funny that sticks out in your mind, Dad, that just made you laugh your ass off.
Oh man, that's a good one. I'll come back to that.
All right, he's going to come back to that one. He's going to come back to that one. All right, well, Kristen, she
same girl?
No, Kristen lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and she writes in. She goes, "Do you have any New Year's resolutions this year? If not, have you ever made a New Year's resolution, and did you stick with it?"
I'm sure we made plenty of New Year's resolutions that we didn't stick to it.
Anything you
but
can
I
think
know
of?
we're going to have a New Year's resolution this year that we're going to stick to.
Okay,
Me and
what would that
Mom's
be?
going to stop vaping.
Oh, you're going to
for
stop
sure.
vaping?
Yep. And I'm going to stop work. And I'm going to stop working.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're retirement.
1 out of 2 of those is absolutely going to happen.
January 28th.
So stop vaping, huh? That's a big one.
That's our next
Goal.
big goal. And that's a goal for anybody. Should be stop smoking, stop vaping, whatever. It's not an easy task.
Yeah, I quit dipping, but I started smoking, so it was just like 1 for 1.
Oh, I got over here today. I knew Adam was going to be here. I did not know James was going to be here, and thanks for being here, James.
Yeah.
He's been
in the studio,
silently
audience.
been in the studio the entire night. You don't even know he's here. Great job, James.
He's been
Thank you for
watching
that.
the show the whole time, saying, if I ever get a podcast, here's how I'm going to prove them upon what they're doing.
Well, the thing now is you can ask your dad for 2 people because Mike over here is a dad, and so am I.
Yeah, and I'm a dad too. I'm a cat dad.
Yeah, cat dad.
Cat's over here right now.
Son's an asshole.
Yep, exactly. Oh God, he's such an asshole. You find this is Brother Adam's
Benny.
first time meeting the cat, and he concurs.
He's just like swatting at stuff. He just looks at me, and he's just
I'm
like,
surprised he hasn't tore. I am
about it?
surprised that he had totally tore that Christmas tree apart.
He looks at
yet.
you like, "What the fuck are you going to do about it?" What the fuck are you
I'll go hide under the couch.
It's like, oh, is this expensive? And then he swats it off.
All right, I really want to get to this.
And you go to grab him, it's like, pew! He's like Roadrunner.
I really want to get to the last email here on the list. This is from Michael, and he is from Miami, Florida. Welcome, local Florida guy. He says bike training tips. He's about to train his first kid how to ride a bike. Any bike training tips? Any memories you remember? Anything?
Encourage them, and if they
help.
fall over and scrape their knees, laugh at them.
Did we ever
say, you know what?
You didn't start training us until we were in Shore Acres, right? It's not like we were in Ohio.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yep.
With the training wheels down, we had that little sidewalk that cut in between.
Yeah, and
the
in
lawn.
front of Paul's house was a sidewalk, and even in front of Mike Holsky's house was a sidewalk until he filled it over.
So it was about 3 houses long worth of sidewalk, and that's kind of where we learned.
You lost us? That's who was the executive producer of the show, Teresa. We must be having some. If people are,
technical difficulties.
Yes, if anybody out there that's watching us live and lost us, we'll try to get you back on just as soon as possible.
Well, it really doesn't matter because
we're about done.
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
No, I mean, the question was about.
Did we bust our knees up a lot?
No. The only thing I remember is after we got you, the only thing I remember when you guys were riding bicycles and everything like that, training wheels, I remember after we got you off of that, and we had those little teeny 20-inch bicycles, the 2 wheels and the small bikes.
Yeah.
And Adam got his goddamn ankle caught between the pedal and the
He
sprocket.
always has to bring that up.
And the firefighters had
to. Teresa, I had to run down to the firehouse. Teresa's like, I can't get his ankle loose. And they go, you got any Dove soap?
Yep.
Oh, that'll slip it right out. And it sure
Dawn,
did. It was like,
Dawn soap.
Or what? Any
Dawn dish detergent. They got
detergent.
Yep.
And
exactly.
you felt so stupid. But mom was freaking out.
I mean,
and Adam was freaking out.
You know what?
That's because you guys are freaking out.
I got what I need is a Sawzall. I'll cut the pedal and or his ankle off, and we'll free his leg.
Think about Tom Janowicki and a bunch of his friends sitting around the firehouse on a slow day. Nothing's really happening, and not half a block from their station is
we'll go free this guy's leg.
This fucking little kid
they
with,
gotta be
with
Polish,
his ankle
apparently.
stuck in a that was just they're like, all
What's
right.
your last name? Oh, they're Polish.
Somebody
we'll go help him out.
He didn't even bother to hear the callback. He literally brought Dawn soap with him. He's like, that's probably all we need. That's probably all we need.
They probably like, the calls that they make, and we can ask Tom Janowicki one of these days.
Getting kittens out of a tree.
These guys are friggin' retarded.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, thank you so much. This has been They Call Us the Breeze. This has been episode 23.
It's been fun.
All right. Thank you.
Glad to have
Brother
Adam on there as a special
absolutely.
guest.
It's good to be here again.
Or a permanent replacement for Ryan.
We'll get into that later.
Cast your votes now.
That's right, guys. All right. Have a good night. We'll see you guys. Goodbye.
Bye.